morning, family. Good morning. I know. Sorry. If you know me, I'm going to let you know a little secret. If you text me in the morning, I will not read it or respond to it. I'm not trying to be rude, but early in the morning is for me, Jesus, and if my children wakes up early with me. It is the only time on earth that I have to myself. It is the only time I have to privately talk to God. It is the only time I have to be with myself. There is no other time on God's green earth that I am able to even talk to you by myself. So my mornings are for me. Oh no, my coffee cream. Yes, I bring my own coffee cream because I'm gonna need it. So many years ago, makes me sound extra young, I know, but many years ago, there was a little boy named Josiah. We named him Josiah, and his mom was in a position in her life where taking care of herself was hard, and she just wasn't ready to be a mom. I met her once I received my CNA degree. Well, in the process of. And she and I made an agreement that I would have the child after she gave birth. My situation was better financially, mentally, physically, emotionally, and I was at a point in my life where I could not bear children. And it was a trying time, you know. But everything was going so smoothly after he was born, and I didn't understand why at that time she was still present. And her presence was because she wanted a chance to be a mom. So using me as that way of saying, okay, don't put my child in social service, because she had other kids that went to social service. Let the child be with me. That means she would have free reign to come and go as she chooses, and still in the same process do what the courts needed her to do to be a mom without me knowing. That was, I'm trying to make this short story out of a long story. So hindsight, it was too emotional for me when I got wind of what is actually going on. I gave the child to his grandma. In my head, I would have been putting in all this footwork for this child, and I would have been mothering this child and having this extreme bond if many years would have passed by, and then she got her mom's certificate to now be a mom and take this child away from me. For my mental health, I gave the child to his grandma to be with the rest of his siblings. Do I regret it sometimes? Yes, then. Do I regret it now? No. And I'm going to tell you why. Where I am now, in my comfort, in my peace, in my joy, there's a song that they say, joy is coming. No, joy has arrived. Joy has arrived. And joy has arrived many years ago. And this young lady visited my mom's house the other day, and I got a phone call from my mom that says there's a young lady here, and you know her, and it's a big surprise. And I was like, okay. And she grabs the phone and she goes, oh, hi, Candy, so-and-so and so. And I was like, yes. And I was like, after a while when someone's talking, you then recognize the voice, because she has a very distinctive voice that I can never forget. And then I said, oh, hi, so-and-so. And she was very joyful, and I was so happy that she was joyful. And she goes, I have Josiah here, and I wanted him to see his other mom. And I was like, oh, okay. And she sent a picture of him and my parents, and and now sitting here, and I looked at the picture the other day, and I was like, imagine I could have had a 19-year-old son. And I said, God is amazing, because 19 years ago, I resented anything concerning children. I resented anything of struggle to have, because I couldn't have. And why I'm telling you the story is because I didn't wait on God. I knew I was young. I didn't want to have children when I was older. I just wanted to get it out of the way, and financially I had it going on, and why wait so long? In my mind, fresh in my mind, I didn't need a man to raise a child, because my resources were good. I just wanted to live, but live the way that I wanted to live. That was my plan. But then this morning, I got up with a revelation after I had a dream, and I said, my plans are not God's plans. And that's your message to tell them. The plans we have for ourselves are great. But did we speak to the Lord? Did we talk to Him in any which way concerning anything that we have to do? Our plans are great, but we have not spoken to God in any circumstance to say, Lord, is this what you have planned for me? Is this what you want me to do? Is this the road that you have set out for me? I didn't do that. I just said, my family will back me. I'm getting a great job, and I'm starting in a few weeks. I already have money set aside. I don't need to think about anything. I don't need to ask anything. No, that's not it. I did. And God knew that mentally, well, I thought I was ready. I wasn't ready. He knew that I was in a rush and it wasn't my time. You know, culturally, they have it saying that, oh, if you don't have a child or you can't have a child is because you did something wrong. You had abortions, you had this, you had that, blah, 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 blah. Or it was the sin of so-and-so. No. It was not my time. I didn't ask permission from the Father. I didn't consult with my Father. I didn't consult with God. I didn't sit down and say, Lord, what are your plans for me? Where do you want me to go? What do you want me to do concerning my emotions, concerning how I feel about children, concerning the fact that my wound is closed for all these years? Is this the route that I need to take? I didn't do any of that. I jumped in head first, and you know, this lady, random lady I met on the street, and every day she was at 7-Eleven and I bought her a Slurpee or something to eat, and one day she's like, I'm pregnant, do you want it? Whoa. Yeah, thanks, I'll take it. I'm, early 20, and I finally got rid of the ex-husband who didn't love me because I was barren. And here you go, handing me this child after years of resentment of myself and hurt and anger, and you're just handing me this child. Okay, great. I'm excited about this. Was it God? Was it? Or just was it my lesson to say, I can give you anything you want, but I need you to wait. I'm not saying no, but I'm saying hold on, wait a minute, slow it down, finish school, save a lot of money, buy that house that you need first, then let me give you what you need. Then let me feed you the good news, the good word, because then I didn't have no word. I didn't have God in my heart. I didn't have him planted in the side of my mind. All I know is I woke up and, oh, thank you, Jesus, I woke up, yay. Kept it moving. He was not implemented in any part of my life. His words were not my words then. When I did wake up, it wasn't the first thing that I said. But when I needed him, I called on him. But that wasn't his plan for me. I had to go through the 13, actually, if you count it up, it's more than 13 years of turmoil. Yeah. A little bit more, not much more. Of not being able to not being able to hold your own child, to doing partial IVFs, to IUIs, and everything came back negative, null and void. And when I started to turn myself over to God, and I started to give myself to him, he opened a window, the time when I decided I've had enough with life. That's where I was at that time. And let me show you how great he is and how he saved two people. At that time in life, I said, enough is enough. I got into this crazy abusive relationship, physically, mentally, emotionally. And at that time, I said, you know what, I'm going to use all my savings and I'm going to adopt. And I'm just going to leave this dude and just go live my life like I should have. We split, and then he came back and said, oh, you're going to waste all that money. You can have a child of your own. Blah, blah, blah. Went back to the doctors. Blah, 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 blah. But my life emotionally was not right. But this is something I was adamant about. I was adamant about it. I wanted it. I needed it. But I still never really spoke to God. And then he said, okay, you want it, I shall give it to you. I did my first testing, second testing. One of them hit, then I lost it, and then boom, came Amira. Yay, victory, I'm not barren, I can have children, help of doctors, yay. He gave me what I wanted as the father that he is. Even though I still did not talk to him the way that I should have spoken to him. Even though I did not move the way that he wanted me to move. But he loved me so much that he said, I will grant you this. My finances weren't all there. This man was taken from me left and right. He never had anything to give, but he had plenty to take. And then one day when I hit rock bottom, and I decided this world, I hate this world, I hate everyone in it, because nobody loves me. And that day, I did the unthinkable. And I slept and I woke. And in my dream, it was a heartbeat in my stomach. And I was saying to myself, what could this mean? I got up, bandaged myself. I went to the pharmacy down the road and I bought a test. I was talking to my girlfriend at that time, Shirley, over the phone to let her know what I did. I was so sorry. I was angry. And, God rest her soul. Shirley, we love you. And I took a test and I was pregnant. The enemy saw the fruitfulness, the blessing, the favor over my life, the favor over this child's life. He wanted to take both of us out. And I wasn't paying attention because I was so consumed that everyone else was fruitful around me and I wasn't. I was so angry. I wasn't paying attention that I had it all. I was young. I had everything. I had everything that I needed. I had everything that I needed. And I wasn't paying attention to what I had. I was paying attention to what I didn't have. And because God loved me, he blessed me with this little girl. But he says, because of my selfishness, I was not going to let this baby suffer. I still had. But you've got to get yourself out of what you put yourself in because you weren't listening. You didn't obey me. Yet you don't obey me and I bless you. Will you pay attention? Will you recognize that I am God? So said, so done. So saying that to say this is, we need to consult God before we do anything. We need to talk to the Father before we make drastic decisions. I'm looking for a podcast spot before I even get there. We need to let God know that he is not just existent in our lives when we need something. He has the best interest for us. He will give us everything in abundance. That was perfect. I just flew right on in. Yes, I'm a very good driver. Y'all should drive with me. He'll bless you. Talk to him. Talk to the Father. Get to know him. If you don't know him, stay with him. He will not let you down. It's not always no is no. It depends on your circumstance in your life. It depends on, does what you want match up to what he wants for you? Because what we want for ourselves is not what he wants for us. And even it is in the line of what he wants for us, sometimes it's just not right now. Because what we want is simplicity and now. But what he wants for us is great. To say this, to say that, and say, yeah, she's got a good idea. I'm gonna, start talking to God and da. No, don't say it. Do it. Do it. Stay in him. The word is God. So you guys say, oh, but I don't know how to pray. It's not about knowing how to pray. It's not about knowing how to pray. Have a conversation. Prayer is a conversation. He wants that conversation with you. He wants that moment with you. He knows everything about you, yes. He knew you before you knew yourself. Before you even reached your mother's womb. He knew. But he still wants that father and child relationship. Give it to him. He'll give you every single thing you want. And please, let's not go to God because we want something. Want a relationship. There are many of you out there that never had a mother to talk to, a father to talk to. You've got one. You have one. Utilize your resources. Utilize God. He's got bigger and greater things for us than we can ever imagine. And here I am now in the prime of my life. I never knew I could have so much joy. I could have so much peace. I didn't know I can share myself with 3 children. 3. Me who couldn't have zip. Yes. My name is Hannah. How are you? Yes. Biblically. Because I prayed, I fasted, I cried, I moaned, I groaned. I sowed seed beyond seed. I don't know what I didn't do. But that glory moment he had set aside for me. It just wasn't my time. Let's wait on God. Let's wait on him. Our thoughts are not his thoughts. Our wants are not his wants. What you think you need, you might not need. Give God a chance. Don't turn against him. He is here to love and cherish you. He will never leave you, and he will never forsake you. I promise you, man, woman, and child will leave you. Your parents might leave you. And all those other human being, people, persons, they will forsake you. But God shall never leave, and he shall never forsake you. I promise you. Give him a chance. Trust him with what you feel you would never trust anybody with. He is the Almighty, the only one that we have. Never give up on God. Never give up on what you desire. Because it might be in his mix, just not the way that you want it. Beloveds, I love you. Children of God, my angels, I love you. I love you with the love of the Lord. Please know that God is first in everything. Stay uplifted, stay encouraged, stay in the Word of God, for you can't go wrong. You everyone have a wonderful and awesome day. I'm headed in here. I gotta say my Psalms 23 because I'm rolling in the valley of the shadow of death. But guess what? I got God. It's a but God day. I'm gonna have every patient going, what your shirt say? What your shirt say? What your shirt say? Anyway, I gotta go. I love you. I got 5 minutes to clock in. It was awesome talking to you again. You know your girl will be back. Smooches.